What's happening on Good Friday is that we're actually celebrating Jesus' contagious life. In the Old Testament, the world that Jesus lived in, death was polluting God's good world. And so the temple, the sanctuary, was a place where it's like, hey, this place is all about life. And so we can't let things associated with death into it because we want to really say, hey, we are a people of life. And in the ancient world, some of the things that had to do with death were like skin disease, like leprosy, like someone had bleeding disorders, or if you were like a dead body, like that was just considered the realm of the death. Remember, this is the world before we knew what germs were, and so we're watching death spread like crazy, and we're like, whoa, like we want to be a people of life. And so it wasn't about sin or, hey, have you done anything wrong because you have a rash on your hands? Like, wow, that's the realm of death. Let's keep that out of the realm of life. And so when Jesus shows up, you expect him to be thinking in that same way, but he doesn't. He's completely backwards. He's totally opposite of that. In Mark chapter 1, a man with leprosy, a skin disease, comes to Jesus, and Jesus touches him. Now, if you're thinking in terms of the Old Testament, it's like, whoa, now Jesus is unclean. He can't go into the temple. But no, that's not what happens. The man with the skin disease actually gets healed, and he can go into the temple. There's a woman who, in Mark chapter 5, she has a disorder where she's bleeding, and she comes and touches Jesus. And again, is Jesus impurified? No, she's healed. And then he even ratchets it up even more in Mark chapter 5. A young child dies. And remember, the realm of death, you're not supposed to touch dead bodies. Jesus touches this little girl, and she wakes up from her death. We see Jesus has this life about him that is contagious. Because here's the thing about death. Death is separation. And we all fear it. I've had a couple of close run-ins with death. I've been in really serious car accidents, and it rattles you like, whoa, life is a precious gift. I don't want to be separated from my loved ones. Death is that separation. And it's the ultimate separation that we all fear. Some of us are afraid to be living our lives because we're so afraid of death, that separation. We don't want to love others because we fear, oh, we might lose them. And so we just live in that fear. Well, Jesus knows that separation is what is keeping us from God. And so he takes on that ultimate separation. And because his life is so contagious, his weapon against death is life. He dies, he goes into the realm of the dead, and he kills death. That's what Good Friday is. It's like a scary room in your house. We're afraid to go in. Jesus goes in for us. That's Good Friday. And Easter, spoiler alert, he turns on the lights. So this Good Friday, I really want us as a faith community, how do we think about, man, what did Jesus do for us? How does his life get affected for us? Remember, it's called Good Friday. What are the ways that we can experience his contagious life? When we're just with him, he rubs off on us. So we want to provide an opportunity for you to just really slow down and meditate and think on that. The secular world is very loud. There are so many things vying and competing for your attention. But this Friday, starting at 6 o'clock, we want to shut off all the competitors. At 6 o'clock, we're going to start our Stations at the Cross, where the only agenda there is to create a space for you to experience quiet. And there will be artwork around, there will be QR codes that you can scan and you can listen to and meditate on what it means that Jesus died for you. He gave his life for you, and that contagious life is yours if you want it. And so that's happening this Friday. And you're like, well, I'm not a Christian. I don't know if I believe. Great. At Garden City Church, we believe that people belong before they believe. And so there is no pressure. We're just glad you're here with us. So that's happening this Friday at 6 o'clock. From 6 to 7, that'll be that contemplative time. And then starting at 7 o'clock, we're going to sing a couple songs, open up God's Word together. But we really think this Good Friday, God can do something new with his contagious life for you. That's our hope.